tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration.
A gain of 12.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 84 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one up.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Oh, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear, you have not voted for NFL MVP yet, correct?
I have not. I always wait till the end. I always wait till the end.
I do the exact same thing, but let's just be honest here. Does he still have a shot? Here we are, Week 16.
Yeah.
He's in the race, but is he really there?
Yeah, I think he needs a little help. It's fringe, don't you agree?
I agree. I think he needs a lot of help. People have to play poorly down the stretch around him in terms of the other people who are the candidates, and he needs to be absolutely beyond spectacular. I think it's going to be really, really tough. But you know something? Being his team MVP, that's not such a bad thing, is it?
No, and he has been great for this team, no doubt about it. 8 quarters to prove himself. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they go play action now. Burrow. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Isaiah Simmons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
At the Lions' 44-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Going with Moss on the ground. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Me and you all day, all day.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 7. First down, Lions.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. He'll let this go. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts
And 1.
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Henry Ruggs as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quickly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. 21-9, your final. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
The 37-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0.
Lions, nothing.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? Shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
And I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Burrow. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to Christian Kirk.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Dante Jackson picks it, and he is all the way up past the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
And the Lions 1st down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Kirk, complete. And shutting him off, now open field. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. McCann's got it teed up. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops it behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the 40.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
The kicker on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Complete.
A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed to get.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
49-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Henry Ruggs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete.
Tyler Higbee hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Fight, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Henry Ruggs.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Again, it's Burrow on second and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside